That's a little bit too much. Hi everybody and welcome back to a new video on my booktube channel, Books with Leo. And today I'm going to be taking you guys book shopping with me. I'm also having my breakfast at the same time because I'm running late, but I'm so excited. I did not think this through. Okay, so the Netherlands has been in lockdown for a while and everything was closed. The stores were closed, the restaurants are closed, everything is closed. I assume you all know how a lockdown works by now, but things are slowly opening up again with like different restrictions, and so now it's the policy that you make an appointment somewhere and then you can come to shop, which I'm actually really excited about because it means you get to shop like more privately because you make an appointment and then you show up and it's only you and like a limited amount of people. So that sounds like an introvert's dream, to be honest, and I'm really excited about it. So today I made an appointment at the bookstore and I'm so excited because I haven't been to the bookstore in such a long time, and I think you all know I have been buying a lot of books recently, but that will not stop me from buying more. This can be a motto. Take it if you want. So I thought it would be a fun idea to take you guys with me. This is just like a little bookstore vlog where I take you guys to the bookstore with me, and then when I get back home I show you what I got. So that's literally what we're going to be doing. I think I have said the word excited about 5 times now, but I'm just so excited. I'm going to be finishing my breakfast now and then we'll hop on the tube to get to the bookstore. Okay, the weather is so nice. It's honestly, it feels like summer. I'm really happy. And it's really not busy at all in the city yet because it's like early. I'm so happy. Okay, I bought a ton of books. It's slightly ridiculous. I have bought so many books lately. I'll do a little haul when I come home. And yeah, I'm just really excited to show you guys everything that I've bought. Okay, that's enough vlogging in public for today. Hi everybody, I'm back from the bookstore and I bought a lot of books. 1, 2, 3, 4. I bought 7 books. Okay, let me show you what I bought. Every time I buy this many books, I think to myself I should stop buying books, but then I'm like, one day I want to have a library filled with books. And like, I need books to fill the future library with. So I guess that's a valid explanation. The first book I got was The Beautiful Cassandra by Jane Austen. This is some of Austen's earliest stories, or it says so on the back, it's not like I know. And it was really cheap. It was like €1 and it's like really tiny, but I want to read more classics, and I said to myself, we'll buy them in Dutch because they will be easier for you, because like I've always thought I was kind of dumb because I couldn't get into classics, but then I realized I loved Sherlock Holmes growing up and that can be like considered a classic maybe, but I just read it in Dutch. And I've read some of Sylvia Plath's work and I loved that as well, and I read it in Dutch, and every classic that I read in English I didn't like because I couldn't get into it and I felt stupid. And now I'm just like, it's not your first language. Why did you never think of this? And yet again I bought a classic in English. I just want to get into Jane Austen, and I thought maybe like a short story collection, some of her earlier work might be easier to get into, and then if I like it I can always pick up another Jane Austen. I should probably just buy the Dutch translations. Anyway, it was only €1.50. It says here that it's a riotous early stories of drunks, poisoners and prison breaks, written for her family's entertainment when she was a teenager. Okay, so she wrote this when she was a teen. If it's any better than my writing as a teen, it's gonna be great. I wrote so much growing up. Okay, we have a nice mix of books because the next one I bought was by Sebastian Fitzek, and this is the package, and this is a thriller. I was drawn in by the cover because it looks like a package and I thought it looked cool, so that's why I bought this one basically. It's about a girl who is the only one that got away from a serial killer, but nobody believes her, and then she sort of hides in her house to not get murdered. She thinks she's like safe in her house, but I don't think she is, because a package will arrive and something will happen. I've been enjoying a lot of suspense novels, whodunits and thrillers lately, and I thought this was a nice one to add to the collection. I do know that Fitzek is a German writer, so that's also cool. Really excited to dive into this one someday as well. Then I've got The Girls I've Been by Tess Sharp. I saw this in a newsletter, I think, recently, and all I really know is that this is about a girl who was raised by a con woman. I wanted to say con man, but it's a woman. Like, she was raised by her mother and she was a con man. A con woman. Oh, it says here that she's a deception artist. Anyway, she's just basically been raised by a criminal, and I think she's escaped that life of like thievery, and she has a normal life now in a normal neighborhood, but then she finds herself at gunpoint in the middle of a bank heist. But because she's actually been a criminal growing up, and like she knows a lot about bank heists, I don't know, she knows a lot about like being a thief. I'm doing such a bad job. She's like the only one who might be smart enough to deceive the people who are holding her at gunpoint. I think that's the plot. Anyway, it just sounded really, really cool, and I think this is also soon getting translated into Dutch, but yeah, I bought it in English because I'm impatient, and yeah, more crime reads. Okay, then I got The Rearranged Life of Una Lockhart, and I had this in my script, but that version I have is called Una Out of Order. I'm not sure why this one has a different name, because I checked and it's the same book, it's the same plot, but it also has a different cover, and I'm actually really happy about that because I hate the other cover. I think it's so ugly, so I'm really happy that I got this other cover. I know it's a bit ridiculous to not read a book because you think the cover is ugly, but haven't we all done that? Like, haven't we all been attracted to a book because of the cover, or have been like, oh, I don't think that's for me, also because of the cover? Anyway, it's a time travel story. I love time travel fiction. It's one of my favorite things. I blame this on my father getting me obsessed with Back to the Future as a kid. So the first part of the story is set in the 80s, and Una is about to celebrate her 19th birthday. And then all of a sudden, at the stroke of midnight, she finds herself in her 51-year-old body, 32 years in the future. And so on every birthday, she leaps to a different time point in her life. So it's not like in order. So she goes from 19 to 52, and then she goes maybe to a whole different age, younger, older. It's all out of order. I think that's why the other book is called Una Out of Order. This one is called The Rearranged Life of Una Lockhart, but it's the same book. As the years pass, Una must learn to navigate a life that's out of order, but is it broken? Surprising, magical and poignant? I don't know how to say that. Surprising and magical, Margarita Montemore's debut is an uplifting joyride through an ever-changing world that shows us what it means to truly live life for now. Then I bought All About Love by Bell Hooks. This is a feminist classic and I haven't read it, so I was like, I need to pick it up at some point, and I saw it at the bookstore and I was like, this is a good moment to pick this one up. This book is all about love, basically, and I think Bell Hooks writes about how we view love as a society and how we will maybe benefit from viewing love and romance in a different way. It says on the back, raising the cultural paradigm that the ideal love is infused with sex and desire, she provides a new path to love that is sacred, redemptive, and healing for individuals and for a nation. That sounds really wonderful, and I think this book will learn me many things. Okay, then I got Expectations by Anna Hope. This has been described as Normal People by Sally Rooney, but then with a big infusion of female friendship and female relationships, and that just sounds really good. I've not read Normal People by Sally Rooney, so I don't really know what I'm in for, but I love any book that is about female friendship and female connections and just basically friendships between women growing up and coming of age type of themes, so I thought this was really, really great. It says on the back, Hannah, Kate and Lissa are young, vibrant and inseparable. Their shared world is ablaze with art and activism, romance and revelry, and the promise of everything to come. They are electric. They are the best of friends. That sounds amazing. And then it says 10 years on, they are not where they had hoped to be. Amidst flailing careers and faltering relationships, each craves what the others have, and each grapples with the same question. What does it take to lead a meaningful life? Being jealous of your friends and sort of feeling like I want what you have is something I'm very familiar with. It's not a good trait, I know, and it's not that I'm like, I don't want you to have that. It's more that I think like what you have is something I would want to see in myself as well. And I think that can be a beautiful thing too. If your friends have some traits that you think, oh, that's nice, she's so patient, I should work on being more patient as well. So it can definitely teach you things as well in that way. But in another sense, it's like you should be happy with what you have and what life has given you and the opportunities you get, and not compare yourself to other people. So yeah, this was a theme that just sounds really, really interesting to me. So I really hope to pick this one up soon as well. I love how I always say that about every book, even though I cannot pick them all up soon. Possibly, it's just not possible. Okay, then I got Ghosts by Dolly Alderton. I'm so excited about this. I recently started reading All About Love by Dolly Alderton, and I haven't finished it yet because I don't want it to be over. It is that good. I am loving it. So when I saw that she had written also a fiction novel, because All About Love is a collection of essays, I was like, oh my god, I need to read her novel. All I know is that this is about a woman in her 30s, and she meets a new guy and he's like perfect, and then this is a perfect new relationship for her. It's still a struggle. Like, that's all I can grasp from it. I don't really know. I'll tell you when I read it and when I actually know what it's really about. That's when I'll tell you. Anyway, really excited about this one. I love the spine as well. I love the type font that Dolly Alderton uses. It's so cute. Okay, I'm so excited. Yay. So those are all of the books that I bought today on my bookstore trip. I was so happy to be back at the bookstore again, and I really hope you enjoyed this type of content as well. Definitely let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, I'll see all of you guys in the next video. Ooh, and also, if you want to, could you possibly let me know what are some books that are still on your wish list that you really want to buy? And if you've read any of the books that I've bought, definitely let me know in the comments down below as well what you thought of them. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!